Snippets from Meditation and Its Methods by Swami Vivekananda. Get hold of the mind. The mind is like a lake, and every stone that drops into it raises waves. These waves do not let us see what we are. The full moon is reflected in the water of the lake, but the surface is so disturbed that we do not see the reflection clearly. Let it be calm. Do not let nature raise the wave. Keep quiet, and then after a little while she will give you up. Then we know what we are. God is there already, but the mind is so agitated, always running after the senses. You close the senses, and yet you whirl and whirl about. Just this moment, I think I am all right, and I will meditate upon God. And then my mind goes to London in 1 minute. And if I pull it away from there, it goes to New York to think about the things I have done there in the past. These waves are to be stopped by the power of meditation. Slowly and gradually, we are to train ourselves. It is no joke, not a question of a day, or years, or maybe of births. The pull must go on. Knowingly, voluntarily, the pull must go on. Inch by inch we will gain ground. We will begin to feel and get real possessions which no one can take away from us. Sit for some time. Let the mind run on. The mind is bubbling up all the time. It is like a monkey jumping about. Let the monkey jump as much as he can. You simply wait and watch. Knowledge is power, says the proverb, and that is true. Until you know what the mind is doing, you cannot control it. Give it the reins. Many hideous thoughts may come into it. You will be astonished that it was possible for you to think such thoughts. But you will find that each day the mind's vagaries are becoming less and less violent, that each day is becoming calmer. To the yogi, everything is bliss. Every human face that he sees brings cheerfulness to him. That is the sign of a virtuous man. He who hates none, who is the friend of all, who is merciful to all, who has nothing of his own, who is free from egoism, who is even-minded in pain and pleasure, who is forbearing, who is always satisfied, who works always in yoga, whose self has become controlled, whose will is firm, whose mind and intellect are given up unto me. Such a one is my beloved Bhakta, from whom comes no disturbance, who cannot be disturbed by others, who is free from joy, anger, fear, and anxiety. Such a one is my beloved. He who does not depend on anything, who is pure and active, who does not care whether good comes or evil, and never becomes miserable, who has given up all efforts for himself, who is the same in praise or in blame, with a silent, thoughtful mind, blessed with what little comes in his way, homeless, for the whole world is his home, and who is steady in his ideas. Such a one is my beloved Bhakta. Such alone become yogis. Whatever exists is one. There cannot be many. That is what is meant by science and knowledge. Ignorance sees manifold. Knowledge realizes one. Reducing the many into one is science. The whole of the universe has been demonstrated into one. That science is called the science of Vedanta. The whole universe is one. We have all these variations now, and we see them, what we call the 5 elements: solid, liquid, gaseous, luminous, and ethereal. Meditation consists in this practice of dissolving everything into the ultimate reality. spirit. The solid melts into liquid, that into gas, gas into ether, then mind, and mind will melt away. All is spirit. Meditation, you know, comes by a process of imagination. You go through all these processes of purification of the elements, making the one melt into the other, that into the next higher, that into mind, that into spirit, and then you are spirit.